after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Play action, Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Second and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Buffalo defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
On third down, here's Corral. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now here's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Bills had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their first drive of the game, they were moving the ball okay, then the interception, but they only gave up 3 points the other direction.
Yeah, and that's a big relief for them because when you give up an interception like that, it can be such a momentum changer. But to only give up 3 on the back end gives you a chance to walk back out on the field, and while you're behind, it doesn't feel insurmountable at all.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Corral here, working from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Mayer, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Now they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, Corral. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers.
Corral's pass, complete to Jacoby Myers. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Corral on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Corral looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Corral looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get him next time?
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Corral sets up play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Corral. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bills 3.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Raiders have got him.
Taken down and sacked.
Tyree Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
A 63-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own
Buffalo
21-yard
offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Down inside the 40.
No, that wasn't an... That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house, but boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. On play action, Allen out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Back to throw, Corral. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Corral looking to throw. That would complete to Trey Tucker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down the left sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete to Davis. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
By Jerry Tillery. A loss of 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Notre Dame seems to be turning into tight end U. And they just seem to churn out those reliable chain-moving pass catchers. And Mayer, one of the best in that line. Las Vegas, fortunate to get him in round 2 and plug him in as a starter.
Renfro, the motion man. Corral with it. First down here. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Allen. And that's complete to Davis. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Monday.
Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
This is caught by Tucker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds Mayer here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 54 yards. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
31. Bills 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Las Vegas, it's a dream start.